Howdy y'all, Nimby here. Today we're going to be tying up an Orange Stonefly Nymph. This was actually one of my favorite nymph ties. Really enjoyed this pattern. I'm going to tie in the Biots for the tail one at a time, using your finger at the end just to make sure they're lined up. You can separate them and also use just a single strand of thread to hold them apart. And then tie the Biots up to the halfway mark. Using a lighter, you can flatten the end of your D-rib. This will allow you to tie it in and thin it out a bit so you don't end up with a bump right at the end there. Give you a nice even body. Wrapping it all the way up to that halfway mark. It's a little past. Cutting her off and tying her in. Next we'll be making up some wing buds, just some old hackle leftovers. I'm going to strip off the one side of the hackle. Using a cone, in this case it's just an old big pin end. I'm going to be pulling it through with a crochet hook. That'll give you a perfect little wing bud sticking out the end. Tie it on the side there. One or two wraps of thread and then you can adjust it if need be. And stripping off the other side. Get the friend tied in separate here beside it. There we go. And just tie that in right next to it. One or two wraps. If it looks good, just keep going. In this case, I had to readjust here, and we'll just tie her back in. Beauty. They make wonderful wing buds for nymphs. Many other patterns too, especially for larger nymphs. Now we're tying some orange vintage swish straw here. It's a lot more like a craft paper than the more modern swish straw. It's a little more fragile, but it has a lot more life to it. 2 bites tied in on the sides, pointing just back and out, and we'll leave the ends on for now. Those will be our front second set of legs here. And we'll get those 2 front tied up as well, just checking them with our finger, make sure they're even. Tying them in, leaving nice room there for the head to get tied in, and the thorax. A little bit of orange sparkle yarn for the dubbing. We're going to rip it all up here. Make it nice and fluffy. Add some wax. Get it to stick well onto that thread. Twisting her all up all nice. Get a nice tight little dubbing noodle. Fairly short because we're just doing the thorax. Getting that tied in. That'll add the body we need for that thorax. Flipping it over, tying it just behind that second set of legs. Give our first thorax hump. And then all the way to the head, tying in for the second thorax hump. Fold over. This will make a nice little eye patch here. You can do the same thing with mono eyes if you like. I like to use the leftover Swiss straw to make a little eye patch. It's a little more flexible, easier to get your thread around, and extends the head just over the eye of the hook there. Couple half hitches just past that eye hump. We're going to add some details with some brown Sharpie marker here, just to age it up and get our whip finish in. And we'll bend the legs with our... There we go. And now we get to do all the fun coloring. This brings a lot of life to the fly. You can skip this step if you like, but it really adds that little bit extra detail to it. Makes it really come to life. And a little bit of head cement, seal it up. Wonderful. There you have a nice orange stonefly. Enjoy. One of my favorite stonefly patterns. Fun to tie.